Look what we've got. It is our puzzle, Whale, Poo and CO2. We're very excited about it. This is, we have the advanced copies and the main copies are coming end of March, April. This has been quite a long time in the making, so I'm going to tell you about it and what we like about it the best and why we have designed it the way that we have. So this is a puzzle that, as you can see, is a beautiful picture of the ocean from the surface right down to the bottom of the seafloor, and it tells a story about how carbon cycles through the ocean. With whales, they dive down to the bottom of the ocean where they eat squid and other food, and then as they come up to the surface they poo, and the poo feeds the plankton, which is there, and the plankton grow, and phytoplankton are little plants, and they absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and they release oxygen. So plankton and whales are a super important nature-based solution to climate change, and they produce, I'll tell you because it says it on the back, plankton produce half the world's oxygen, and they absorb a heap of carbon dioxide as well. So this is how the carbon cycles through the ocean. And also when whales die, they fall down, called whale fall, and they come down onto the bottom of the ocean, and their bodies feed this entire ecosystem of life that lives on the ocean floor. And also because whales are so big, that all of that carbon that's contained in their bodies from all the food that they've eaten and the life that they are comes right down to the bottom of the seafloor and is trapped at the bottom of the floor. So that carbon dioxide is taken out of the atmosphere through this whale cycle. So that is the science behind this super cool puzzle. And we made this puzzle like this because we wanted to show this and show some of the life that we're not always very familiar with in the ocean. So some of my favourites down here are snailfish, which are the deepest fish that have ever been discovered, down at 8,000 metres down. There's Anthea's favourite, hagfish. So hagfish tie themselves into a knot when they're threatened by predators to make it, when they're eating prey. I really should have checked with Anthea before I said that. When they get a bit of grip on their prey, and then they also produce all the slime when a predator is coming, which makes them it makes it easier for them to get away. So there's those. There's some deep sea sharks, there's anglerfish, there's all kinds of cool stuff down the bottom, and then we've got schools of herring, we've got tuna and Dumbo octopus, the cutest octopuses in the ocean. And so we've made it so that all of these things are quite defined, so there's not much space between them, but they are defined. So for example, if you're doing a 1,000-piece puzzle with your family, like kids aren't always into 1,000-piece puzzles, but you know, they can do the pink octopus or they can do like the hagfish, and because they're quite defined, people can really easily work on it all together. There's not any boring bits of sky, so that's nice. And the other thing is that one of the reasons we wanted to do a puzzle and how it relates to climate change is that as well as telling a really important climate story, when you're doing a puzzle, you can, it's non-threatening, you know, you can sit next to each other, you can sit next to your kids and do the puzzle without having a face-to-face conversation about the climate. You can talk about animals, and you can talk about how the ocean is important for climate. You can answer questions, and you can do these things in a non-threatening way, in a fun way of just being together and working together on a puzzle. Or if you have kids who don't want to do puzzles, there's some other things to do. So there is search and find. So 120 things, creatures that you can search and find. And then on the back there is some information about the whale pump, which is what this cycle is called. And then there's also some storytelling prompts, like the first one is, what do you think the marine scientist in the dinghy is doing? And some other things there. The other thing that we have done is we have made the puzzle the exact size of the pieces. So the pieces come in a paper bag, so there's no plastic there, and it fits exactly. So you will notice from other puzzles that you've got that they're like this size for 1,000, the size for 1,000-piece puzzle. So we are shipping air around the world. We're taking up more space on shelves and in warehouses. All the packaging boxes are bigger. There's more resources in the packaging, more carbon in producing it and shipping it. And we didn't want to do that. So we have made it the exact size that it needs to be. And I think those are all the things we really like about this puzzle. So they'll be available on our new website, sustainedfun.com. And they'll be available to purchase April. I suspect they will be here in April. So yeah, check it out. See ya.